Hello people, welcome back to another episode of Zoopsies.
The school teacher's racist outburst against a student and parent. Caught on a Zoom call, the teacher apparently thought she had hung up. Now there's a recording and a lawsuit.
This might be the dumbest and the worst teacher on all of planet Earth. Like, oh my god, dude. This teacher is facing a lawsuit. She lost her job. You know, her whole entire life is basically ruined at this point, all because she couldn't remember to do the simple task of muting her microphone in Zoom class before she said some very terrible things. I mean, to be honest, as you guys hear more of the story, you'll see that she did actually get what she deserved. So it is a good thing, but it still doesn't take away from the fact of how stupid of a mistake this is. Like, it could have easily been prevented, very easily.
ABC's Zareen Shah joins us from Los Angeles with more. Zareen, good morning.
Good morning. With the family's lawyer says, like so many single moms, this mother was just trying to make ends meet. She had to cut off Wi-Fi and cable right before the pandemic, and then they struggled to get a school-issued hotspot to work. So she talked to the teacher about her son catching up, and then accidentally catches the teacher going off on a racist outburst.
Wait, so let me get this straight. A mom and a son were in a Zoom call with the teacher who got fired and all of that, and the mom and son were trying to get a hotspot set up at their house so then, you know, their son could actually join the Zoom calls and stuff because they didn't have enough money to pay for Wi-Fi or cable at the time because of the pandemic. And then the teacher in the call, I guess, meant to mute her microphone, and, you know, she thought that her microphone was muted, so then she starts saying out loud some very racist things about this family not being able to afford Wi-Fi. So this teacher is getting fired because she couldn't take, you know, dealing with this family over Wi-Fi. Like, seriously, this is over internet issues and internet problems. This is why she got that mad where she had to say that stuff. And also, why was she saying it out loud? Like, why would she want to mute her mic and just be like, I can't believe these guys can't afford Wi-Fi. Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. This teacher literally lost her job because she couldn't stand to help a student and his mom set up a hotspot for Zoom calls. And then for some reason, she had the urge to just say some very racist things out loud. Like, why? And the worst part about it all is that it could have easily been prevented on her end. All she had to do was mute her microphone so she could, for some reason, say this stuff out loud. But it is kind of a good thing that she didn't mute her microphone because her true self was revealed and she actually did get what she deserved. Like, yeah, the teacher's very freaking stupid, but it's still a W because she got what she deserved. She got fired. She's gonna probably get sued. Like, she definitely had all of that coming.
This morning, a Southern California community outraged after a sixth grade teacher's racist outburst.
I mean, his parents, that's what kind of piece of they're black. He's black.
A Palmdale teacher finishing Zooming with a parent back in January when it appears the teacher did not end the call and sounded off about the mom.
Yeah, I just don't understand people who think like this at all. Skin color has no correlation to pretty much anything. And the saddest part about all of this is that this is a teacher who is saying this stuff. She deals with sixth graders. She has these terrible and disgusting takes and thoughts, and she's teaching children. Like, who knows what she says to those kids? Like, she could be trying to teach them the same exact things that she believes. Or who knows, she might even be showing favoritism to her students. You know, like giving one group of kids a very good grade and then giving another group of kids a very bad grade and a very hard time. Like, literally so many problems arise with this if a teacher acts like that. Like, that's why I'm saying it's a very good thing that she forgot to leave the call, that she forgot to mute her mic or whatever, and that she got caught. And now she isn't a teacher anymore, and now she no longer has the opportunity to give bad impressions onto children. But it is still sad to see that there are teachers out there that could act like this and think like this. Like, there's definitely more of them out there, and, you know, this one got fired, but the other ones are probably still teaching to this day. It's just pretty sad to see, to be honest.
While the mom recorded, the family's lawyer saying the son was listening.
This young man is seen visibly crying and upset when this teacher made the comment about how kids like him are raised to lie and to make up excuses. He's visibly seen crying on screen and running out the door.
Yeah, this is honestly disgusting at this point. Yeah, I really hope that this teacher gets the worst of the worst punishment for this. You know, she got fired. She doesn't have a job anymore. That's a really good start. She's also being sued, and hopefully that goes through well, and she does actually get sued for a good chunk of money. You know, I just hope that she does learn a really good lesson from all this.
The teacher resigning. The lawyer says the meeting was about getting the son up to speed in his science class.
He was an honors student before the pandemic, and once the transition to online happened, he had a lot of trouble accessing the Zoom platform because of internet issues.
So this kid is an honor student and he's getting caught up to speed in his science class because for the past couple of days or weeks or whatever, he didn't have internet, so he couldn't really attend school. So he's trying to get caught up in his class. And this teacher just, for some reason, can't handle teaching that well. Like, that's really what made her say all this stuff, because she didn't feel like teaching. I'm sorry, but you're a teacher. You're supposed to teach. It's in the name. What did you really expect from signing up with this? Sometimes you have to teach the same lesson several times because some students will miss the class. It's something that happens. I just can't believe this, dude. Like, that's actually why she said all this stuff, is because she had to teach. Like, what made this lady decide to be a teacher if she wasn't going to want to teach? Like, it's literally so stupid. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. No joke.
This is not the first racist school Zoom outburst. Georgetown law professor Sandra Sellers recently firing off derogatory remarks about black students to another professor.
Get some really good ones, but there are also usually some that are just plain at the bottom. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I talked about this a little bit earlier. I said that I'm sure that there's many other teachers out there who, you know, haven't got caught and they're still teaching to this day who think the same way as the teacher who got fired. And it looks like some of the others have actually gotten caught, which is really good. They shouldn't be teaching. They shouldn't be a professor or a teacher if they think this way. It just shouldn't happen. Like, literally, what was this lady thinking? Why is she talking about this kind of stuff to another professor? Like, does she just think that this other professor thinks the same way as her? I mean, gladly this other professor didn't and they reported it to the school. But like, literally, what was this lady thinking? I don't get it. Does she just think that, oh, I'm right, everybody's gonna think the same way as me, everyone knows that? Like, no. Luckily, there are some good people out there who don't think this way.
Georgetown firing Sellers and promising change. As for Palmdale School District, they say they do not tolerate racial discrimination.
Now, overall, this story was just very sad to see, you know, just the whole entire fact that there are teachers out there that think that way. And I mean, once again, luckily this teacher did get caught saying all this stuff. She got fired. There's a lawsuit or whatever. But, you know, this is a serious problem in schools. You know, there's definitely more teachers out there that are exactly the same way. I mean, all you can really do about it is just hope that they get caught and hope that they do get fired once they're caught. And, you know, sometimes teachers like this do get caught, but then they don't even get fired. And the reason that this happens is because sometimes the whole entire school district is corrupt. Like, for example, a corrupt principal that's running the whole entire school, or a corrupt school board that actually would be running a couple school districts. Like, for example, the elementary school, the middle school, the high school. You know, the school board runs all of those schools. And if the school board is corrupt, then basically every single one of those schools are corrupt, and students will grow up in a fully corrupt school. Like, there are definitely problems here, and they aren't really controlled that well, and I think it's really important to acknowledge them. Anyways, I'm very happy that this lady did get fired. I said it a million times, I'll say it again. She is really freaking stupid though, because she doesn't even know how to leave a Zoom call. Like, that has to be one of the easiest things ever to do. Like, it's not that hard to leave a call, but this lady couldn't do it, and it cost her her job. Fairly though, she definitely did deserve to lose her job, but just a tiny little mistake like that, and boom, your job is gone. You have no income. It's honestly kind of funny to see this lady just not have a job anymore because she is a terrible person. Huge shout out to my channel members, Ace Woman and Ace for being in the Patrick tier, as well as Silly String for being in the SpongeBob tier. If you guys do want to see some more of my content, I'm sure that you would love it. Just click one of those thingies up on the screen, and yeah, bye.